technology that is built for your every sense. Acer Pure from Acer.
Those who claim to be the saviors of the Samvidhan have today perhaps inadvertently exposed their true face. During his briefing on the vote chori allegation, Rahul Gandhi made a massive admission, one that directly contradicts Congress party's narrative that he alone is trying to save the constitution. When asked if he would approach the courts with his so-called 100% proof of vote chori, the leader of opposition in Lok Sabha brazenly declared that it is not his job to save democracy or protect democratic institutions. He said this during the press briefing.
सबूत है, ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट सबूत है, तो क्या अगर पीसीआई अभी जवाब नहीं देती है तो कोर्ट का रुख करेंगे? ये ऑप्शन है आपके पास। देखिए, मैंने कहा कि मेरा काम एज ऑपोजिशन लीडर नॉर्मल सिचुएशन में मेरा काम ऑपोजिशन का रोल है, सरकार पे प्रेशर डालने का रोल है। मेरा काम हिंदुस्तान के लोकतंत्र को बचाने का नहीं है।
Now the BJP has gone all out against Rahul Gandhi, questioning whether he's trying to weaken democracy with such baseless claims. They've also challenged him to approach the courts to substantiate his allegations.
चुनाव दर चुनाव हार और जनता से नकार दिए जाने वाले एक नेता, जिनके नेतृत्व में लगभग 90 चुनाव कांग्रेस पार्टी हारी, उनकी हताशा निराशा दिन पर दिन बढ़ती जा रही है और आरोपों की राजनीति को इन्होंने अपना आभूषण बना लिया है। जब इन्हीं के लगाए गए आरोपों को ऑथेंटिकेट करने के लिए कहा जाता है तो पीठ दिखाकर भाग जाते हैं, शपथ पत्र देने के लिए कहा जाता है तो मुकर जाते हैं। गलत और निराधार आरोप लगाना राहुल गांधी जी की आदत बन गई है।
Now, during his vote chori briefing, Rahul Gandhi alleged that over 6,000 votes were deleted in a Karnataka constituency. He claimed to have uncovered the modus operandi, describing it as a centralized operation involving software manipulation, fake logins and applications. Rahul also launched a scathing attack on Chief Election Commissioner Gyanesh Kumar, accusing him of ignoring 18 letters from the Karnataka CID highlighting irregularities and further charging him with shielding those who he alleged are destroying the democracy.
ये एक बॉम्ब तो नहीं है, एक बॉम्ब आ रहा है, हाइड्रोजन बॉम्ब आ रहा है। ये एक और उदाहरण है वोट चोरी का। पिछली बार मैंने आपको एडिशंस के बारे में बताया था, ये हम आपको डिलीशंस के बारे में दिखा रहे हैं और सबूत के साथ हम आपको दिखाएंगे कि ये जो डिलीशंस हुए हैं ये सेंट्रलाइज तरीके से कॉल सेंटर के प्रयोग करके, सॉफ्टवेयर के प्रयोग करके किए गए। तो हमारी डिमांड है, ज्ञानेश कुमार जी, आप अपना काम कीजिए। आपने उठ लिया है, आप हिंदुस्तान के चीफ इलेक्शन कमिश्नर हैं, आपसे कर्नाटक की सीआईडी सबूत मांग रही है। आप कर्नाटक की सीआईडी को ये सबूत एक सप्ताह के अंदर दे दीजिए, नहीं तो पूरा हिंदुस्तान के सारे युवा इस बात को एक्सेप्ट करेंगे कि आप हिंदुस्तान के कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, हिंदुस्तान के संविधान की हत्या में शामिल हो, हिंदुस्तान के संविधान की रक्षा नहीं कर रहे हो और वोट चोरों की आप मदद कर रहे हो। अच्छा, एक इंटरेस्टिंग बात आई है जो मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूं कि इलेक्शन कमीशन के अंदर से हमें मदद मिलनी शुरू हो गई। मैं साफ बोल देता हूं, इलेक्शन कमीशन के अंदर से, पहले नहीं हो रहा था, अब इलेक्शन कमीशन के अंदर से इंफॉर्मेशन आ रही है, ये रुकेगा नहीं।
So on one hand, you have these allegations leveled by Rahul Gandhi. On the other, the Election Commission was quick to respond and reject the allegations as baseless. Let's break down the details. Rahul Gandhi's allegation is that 6,018 votes were deleted in Karnataka's Anand. The response that came in is that deletion of votes not possible online. Let's move on. Rahul Gandhi also alleged systematic deletion of voters backing Congress. So that's what Rahul Gandhi is claiming. The multiple allegations that he's leveled, once again highlighting the issue of vote chori. Election Commission responded to that particular point saying no deletion without hearing affected voter. Rahul Gandhi then went on to say names of Dalit, tribal, OBC voters removed. He's saying selectively people who belong to these communities, their names were removed from the electoral roll. The Election Commission response says attempts to delete voters were unsuccessful. So it does admit that such attempts were made, but they were unsuccessful. Rahul Gandhi says centralized criminal operation is underway, is ongoing to steal the polls. Election Commission response says FIR was filed by poll panel to probe the anomalies, and the Election Commission is also talking about the 2023 elections. Charge theft specifically on booths that Congress was winning. Election Commission says, but Congress candidate won from Anand in 2023. So what is Rahul Gandhi's response to this? If booths where Congress was winning were specifically stolen, vote chori happened there, then how come the Congress candidate won in 2023? In fact, Home Minister Amit Shah as well, while speaking today, highlighted this issue and hit out at Rahul Gandhi on the allegations of vote chori.
और झूठा नैरेटिव फैलाते। अभी ये राहुल बाबा यात्रा कर गए ना भाई। यात्रा का विषय क्या था उनका बताओ तो जरा। यात्रा का विषय बिहार में अच्छी शिक्षा लाना नहीं था। यात्रा का विषय रोजगारी नहीं था। यात्रा का विषय बिहार में 24 घंटा बिजली नहीं था। यात्रा का विषय हर गांव हर टोले में रोड पहुंचाना नहीं था। यात्रा का विषय था जो बांग्लादेश से घुसपैठिए आए हैं उनको बचाने का विषय था। यहां इतने सारे लोग हैं, आप किसी का वोट कटा है क्या? ये राहुल गांधी की यात्रा घुसपैठिया बचाओ यात्रा थी। और मैं इस मंच से राहुल गांधी और लालू जी को पूछने आया हूं, बिहार की जनता आपको पूछ रही है, घुसपैठियों को वोट का अधिकार होना चाहिए क्या?
We have Pragya and Niyamika both joining us on the broadcast with more details. Let's first go across to Pragya. Pragya, the Election Commission has responded saying these allegations are baseless, that there's no fact-based research done by Rahul Gandhi and no merit in the claims. On the other hand, we also saw the Home Minister hitting out at Rahul Gandhi for the vote chori allegations.
Well, these scenes we have seen in the past as well, and BJP was in fact ready to give a rebuttal, and so was Election Commission of India. Now Rahul Gandhi is asking ACI to give a reply to CID within 7 days, whereas he has no mandate to give directions to ECI. But he forgot that ECI has also asked him to furnish every detail that he is alleging right now on ECI on an affidavit, on a sworn affidavit, I would say, because and they haven't still got it. Remember, this started when Rahul Gandhi started saying that in Maharashtra the votes have been stolen. The Election Commission had given ample times a reply saying that this is not possible and this cannot take place at all, and if need be, Rahul Gandhi was also invited to the Election Commission. But Congress said that our representative will go, not Rahul Gandhi. So Rahul Gandhi neither wants to confront Election Commission of India face to face, and all he wants is to just level allegation and just run away by saying that I know that votes have been stolen. So this is also, BJP also says that this is a fake narrative that has been spreading. But now, what the serious charge that BJP is leveling against Rahul Gandhi is that of treason. They are saying that, Rahul Gandhi, by this fake narrative, is trying to unsettle the country just like Nepal and Bangladesh. Now, this is a very serious allegation coming from the BJP. In fact, Mr. Anurag Thakur also spoken about it.
That's how the BJP is hitting back. Pragya, please stay on with us. We also have a reaction coming in from Union Minister Sanjay Seth. Let's listen in and then we'll go across to Niyamika.
विधान की ऐसी दिखावटी किताब लेकर चलने से काम नहीं चलेगा। आप संवैधानिक जो संस्थाएं उस पर आरोप लगा रहे हो। आपको ना ईडी पे विश्वास, न सीबीआई पे विश्वास, न चुनाव आयोग पे विश्वास, न ईवीएम पे विश्वास, न जनता पे विश्वास। कभी कभी आप सिंदूर पे प्रश्न चिन्ह खड़े करते हो, कभी ऑपरेशन पे प्रश्न चिन्ह खड़े करते हो, सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक के प्रश्न चिन्ह खड़े करते हो, एयर स्ट्राइक पे से प्रश्न चिन्ह करते हो। देश की जनता इसीलिए आपको सीरियस रूप नहीं लेती है। आपको अब कहते हैं ना, फिर अब किनारे बैठाएगी, बिहार में भी किनारे बैठाएगी।
Meanwhile, Congress continues to up its ante against the ECI. Let's listen into the reactions that we're getting.
And it's a completely organized effort. It's very clear that the Election Commission is involved in this effort, and Rahul ji has very clearly exposed it.
How they were able to register multiple voters, in some cases 30-40 voters from a single device. So this will not happen until and unless they're working very closely with people in the Election Commission of India. And we have written, the investigation officers have written over 17 letters to the Election Commission seeking information, but they're stonewalling it. So whom are they trying to protect? A state investigative agency is asking for details, but the details are not being given. So it's very obvious that the ECI is not doing their job. The ECI is not free and fair, and more importantly, the ECI is working at the behest of certain parties.
Whatever our leader Rahul ji is telling is 100% true. Election Commission is acting as an agent of BJP. The whole nation knows about it. Even sometimes the Honorable Supreme Court has also chided the Election Commission for their favoritism. So Rahul ji has totally analyzed it. Our leaders have researched, and with proof they are saying, and the Election Commission has not been able to disprove it. This shows that they are in tandem, hand in hand with the BJP government.
Niyamika continues to be with us. Niyamika, Congress party, first Rahul Gandhi, of course, levelling those allegations, saying the H-bomb is yet to come. And then there are other leaders of the Congress who are saying that the ECI is hand in gloves with the BJP. It's an orchestrated thing, says Priyanka Gandhi Vatra.
Yes, indeed, as this is the second press conference which was being addressed by Rahul Gandhi regarding the vote chori allegation which the Congress party is making upon the Election Commission of India. But today's attack was directly upon the CEC, as the presentation which was being shown by Rahul Gandhi in today's press conference had the first slide of the CEC Gyanesh Kumar only, as he had alleged that it is Gyanesh Kumar who is trying to protect the murderers of the democracy. The word which is being chosen by Rahul Gandhi is that these are the people who have murdered the democracy, because this is the entire vote chori allegation which the Congress party is making upon the Election Commission of India. The first press conference was based regarding upon the addition of the voters in the list during the time of election, but today he had addressed this press conference regarding the deletion of the voters. He had basically mentioned that more than 6,000 voters' names were being deleted from the official list of the ECI, but it is the investigation which is currently being conducted by the CID in the state of Karnataka. But there have been written 18 letters within the time period of 18 months, but there is no such response which is coming in on the part of the Election Commission. Right. As basically Rahul Gandhi is stating that we need certain information which includes the domain from where these applications were being filled. In fact, he is also saying that CID has
now,
also...
Rahul Gandhi is finding support, of course. MNM has responded. Kamal Haasan wants the Election Commission to clarify on Rahul's claims. Niyamika and Pragya, stay on with us.
Gandhi has leveled serious allegations of vote chori against the Chief Election Commission. He says that the Chief Election Commissioner is ignoring calls of vote chori, and that he is kind of, not taking any action. He seems to be having a role in all this.
Yes, I think that shouldn't be the case, and I think the case is in your court now. So you should make the noise necessary. I will do the necessary democratic noises, but the media should talk about the truths.
The BJP says Rahul Gandhi's allegations are false, baseless allegations. In fact, now...
Then let it be proved. That's all.
The Election Commission also says that his allegations against Gyanesh Kumar are
If it is baseless, why is there a complaint at all? If it is baseless and if it's a untrue thing, prove it. And they are willing to take the consequences.
All right, more inputs coming in. The vote chori politics. Fact-checking Rahul Gandhi's claims. There are multiple reactions coming in. Half-baked claim on Maharashtra's seat. Rahul Gandhi's claims regarding anomalies in Maharashtra elections have been found to be false. Times Network spoke to the Tehsildar of Rajura Assembly constituency, on whose complaint an FIR was filed. The same FIR that has been cited by Rahul Gandhi today. It has now been confirmed that the claim of 6,850 voters being illegally added is incorrect. Their applications were rejected and never included in the voter list. Let me go across to Nilesh, who's joining us with more details. This is a massive news break, and this fact checks, the fact check that was done by the Tehsildar of Rajura Assembly constituency, who had filed in fact an FIR. The mention of that happened during Rahul Gandhi's press briefing. But the Tehsildar says that the claims of 6,850 voters being illegally added is incorrect, and that these applications were rejected. They never made it to the actual voter list.
Well, that's absolutely, Swati, and these claims are coming in from the official himself. Now, this happens to be the second press conference taken by senior leader Rahul Gandhi, who constantly seen attacking, raising doubts over the Election Commission of India. But again, this happens to be the second incident where Rahul Gandhi's information seems to be incomplete, or the research seems to be half-cooked, because both of these factors have been taken into consideration. That the Tehsildar himself confirmed to Times Network, stating that yes, 6,800 applications were received. However, they were scrutinized, deeply scrutinized, as various doubts were raised onto these applications, because it was not only the name that was incorrect, but the mobile numbers, the address details, and other important factors were also raising doubts, and which is why the Tehsildar, the administration, took a prompt action and rejected all of these claims before the election, that is in the month of October. All of these applications were rejected, and the administrator himself, that is the Tehsildar himself, had registered an FIR with the police on 19th of October. Now remember, it was 20th of November when the election took place here in Maharashtra. This constituency happens to be belonging into Chandrapur district, which comprises of
Nilesh, you spoke to the Tehsildar of Rajura. Let's listen into that conversation. Please stay on with us.
एंड सर, जो FIR आप जिक्र कर रहे हैं, ये आपने कंप्लेन किया है किसी और ने सर?
मैंने खुद ही किया है।
अच्छा, एज अ तहसीलदार आपने कुछ खुद रजिस्टर किया कंप्लेन?
यस यस।
ओके सर। एंड सर, सो अभी इस रिगार्डिंग जैसे आप कह रहे हैं कि आप कुछ प्रेस नोट वगैरह भी रिलीज कर रहे हैं, सो विल इट ऑल्सो फाइल अ कंप्लेन अगेंस्ट राहुल गांधी फॉर हिज क्लेम्स?
अभी उसके बारे में मैं कुछ नहीं बताऊंगा। अभी उन्होंने उनका जो कुछ कहा है, हमने जो कुछ उसमें एक्चुअल पोजीशन क्या है, तो हमारा बताना हमारा काम है।
राइट सर। बट ओवरऑल यू सेइंग कि जो क्लेम है दैट इज स्टैंडिंग फॉल्स, वो गलत क्लेम है।
या वो इंक्लूड नहीं हुए, एप्लीकेशन आए तो ये बात सही है, लेकिन वो एनरोल नहीं हुए। एनरोल किसको बोलते हैं? जो अगर वोटर लिस्ट में ऐड होते हैं तो उसको एनरोल बोलते हैं।
राइट।
तो एनरोल नहीं हुए, ऐड नहीं हुए इलेक्टोरल रोल में। इलेक्टोरल रोल में ऐड करने के लिए वो एप्लीकेशन आए थे, ये बात सही है, लेकिन वो ऐड नहीं हुए हैं। उसको हमने ऐड होने से पहले उसको एक्शन लेके रिजेक्ट कर दिया है।
ओके, व्हिच मींस द क्लेम इज इनकम्प्लीट। बेसिकली जो रिसर्च है उनका वो इनकम्प्लीट है थोड़ा सा।
अब जो एक्चुअल ये है हम बता रहे हैं, अब उनका क्या है उनके बारे में हम कमेंट नहीं कर सकते।
जी 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 जी।
अब उनका जो कहना उन्होंने कह दिया, एक्चुअल जो उसमें क्या है फैक्ट, वो हमने आपको बताया है।
ओके सर, ओके।
All right, Nilesh, thank you very much for getting us the details. With that, we're slipping into a very short break. Lot more lined up on the other side.